So we're here today with Born Ruffians, who have landed in the gorgeous Scotland this morning, boys, and who've seen nothing of our city apart from a hotel room so far, which is and a baked potato apparently, which is always good. Just to start off with, just tell people about yourselves. You know, I mean, what do you guys kind of stand for? How did the band get together and everything as well?
We stand for justice. And,
the American way, justice, peace, in the American way.
Yeah. We got together like in high school. That's when we started playing. Luke and I are friends, so we grew up together and met Steve in high school and met Andy when we moved to Toronto.
I'm just gonna go grab a beer. I'll be back in a second.
Luke's a flake.
I like that. Yeah.
Interview.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. Like, he's just endeared himself to every Scottish person for leaving something that he's meant to be doing to get alcohol. Do you know what I mean?
Wait.
That's what we're about.
Sorry.
Okay, right, okay, we're here with Born Ruffians. They're just going to tell us a little bit about themselves, how they got together, and for the third time, sort of thing. So just anything you want to say, like, what do you stand for, what sort of music you into, what sort of stuff, how would you describe yourself as a band?
I thought you were going to keep going. I could have just come back into the shot.
Yeah, we did for a bit, but it's got worse.
Keep it up and we're doing it well, we met in high school.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Luke and I are cousins.
Okay.
Met Steve in high school. Met Andy when we moved to Toronto, and we've been playing for about 8 years.
Sounds good, like, sounds good. You know what I mean, from your music, who would you say your influences are, like, from when you're growing up, that kind of like have helped you develop your sound into the band that you are today?
Well, we met each other, okay. Sorry, go ahead. Go for it. If you have an answer, go for it.
That's all I was going to say, so easy.
We met each other in high school because we both liked The Strokes and a couple of those bands that came out around that time. You know, when there's that big push of rock music again. Yeah. Like Queen.
Yeah, Queen, like Queen, exactly. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, we were like 15 at the time, I think, and in our town, the big movement was what we called like kind of like skater punk or mall punk. That kind of stuff. I don't know if those bands ever really translated.
Yeah, no, like, stuff like the Strokes and stuff like that, definitely. Like, in the minute in time in the UK, there's a big thing. There's like our guitar band's dead. Like the charts are kind of like totally clogged up with like generic sort of pop and stuff like that as well. As a band, like, do you feel that's the case, or do you feel it's just like because there's new bands coming out all the time, but from a couple of years ago, the number of guitar-based bands in the charts and stuff has gone down dramatically. Do you think that's a trend that will reverse itself, or do you kind of think that's kind of the way it's going just now?
Sometimes I feel like the number of guitar-based bands in like the indie music scene and all the other scenes is going down as well, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It kind of seems like it though.
It definitely seems like it, but definitely in the pop charts too. Yeah.
It goes through phases of death and revival every decade. So this decade there will be a rock revival band at some point. It just might come a little later. It happens every. Nirvana.
Some dirty garage band.
Someone, or maybe not. Maybe rock and roll is dead.
We're good this time.
Yeah, you guys just become like a Queen like tribute band or something like that. So, let's just move into that sort of feel. Like, I think that's what we should do. Could be interesting, do you know what I mean?
The Strokes did just announce yesterday that they're finished their record. They have to mix it, but they're finished their new record. So who knows? Maybe they'll put out a new record and people will go crazy. But I was just realizing that 9 years ago they put out their first one. Which 9 years is a long time. Like,
yeah, you're getting old.
Yeah, and it made me think back to like, thinking if I was a younger kid now, how old the Strokes would seem as a band compared to what they seem to me. Sort of like Nirvana coming out with their first record in '92, their second record, their biggest, Bleach came out in '89, I guess. But if you went Nirvana from '92 or '94 to 2000 to 2002, it seemed like in the early 2000s, like Nirvana was some old band, like totally different style. But the Strokes still, to me, feel somewhat relevant somehow. But it's totally not that way. It's made me realize how old I actually am. Because they're 9 years old now,
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that, I definitely agree. No, for the new album, like, compared to your earlier stuff, it seems a bit more calm, a bit more relaxed. Do you guys feel that you've kind of grown as musicians and that's allowed you to kind of relax a little bit more into it, or have I got that entirely wrong?
Just like 2 years of drinking on the road. I think just we got really lazy and tired, and it's more calm because we just didn't want to yell anymore. We're like,
I like that. I like that. It's a good reason to change your approach. You know, I hate alcohol.
no, way we can minimize what we play.
Outside of that as well, you know, I mean, looking ahead, you know, what I mean, like, you know, it's coming towards the end of the year. What's the plans for next year? Like, you know, I mean, you've had the album out just now. You guys continuously touring, or like, what's the future hold for Born Ruffians just now? After 8 years, do not all hate each other yet and despise being around each other?
Oh, you know, we've been together 8 years. Or did Mitch say that?
You said that a minute ago. I've got a good memory. Like, yeah.
Then you can use our bad memories against us, where it looks like you did research.
There you go.
You said it earlier.
No, so like, what's the next couple of years? What's the plans? What do you want to do?
We put this record out in June, right? Yep. So we're gonna tour in Australia at the end of the year in early 2011, and then we're doing a Canadian tour. We haven't done a full Canadian tour, so we're gonna do that, and then after that we're just gonna work on a new record. And who knows when that'll be out, but I'm definitely just really excited to get home and start working on new stuff.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Outside of that as well, it's Christmas time, so just kind of like a random one. It's a young publication and stuff like that. So, what's the worst Christmas present you've ever got?
Oh.
A baby brother.
I like it. I like it.
I got a rain stick one day.
A rain stick. It's way worse than a brother.
I can't think of one that I was just like, really? I think
I'm
it was
too nice.
So a little rain stick.
I like the rain stick, to be honest with you. Well, cheers, guys. Thanks very much for taking your time in our 3 takes there as well. You've been watching StudentPunch. Cheers, guys. Thanks very much.
Thanks, man.